Good morning, guys. Rav Dylan here. Slightly tired. It's been a very long journey for me, actually, because the weather was atrocious. Travelling down south all the way into North Wales yesterday, it was like a 6-7 hour trip, and you can fly into Dubai for the same amount of time. Yeah, it was quite strenuous, to be completely honest with you. But Rav always pulls through, no matter what the situation. So here I am, and the reward is absolutely great. Goodness Lord. Thank you, universe. This is beautiful. So yes, here I am in my very own accommodation that's been put forward to me by a team of service accommodation rent-to-rent experts that want to work with us, and I am proudly honouring this badge here in North Wales. We are scaling up nationally, and it's something that I'm very proud of. Absolutely, guys. Bear with me. I'm still feeling tired. However, so what is on the agenda today? Right. These particular set of clients are doing very well in rent-to-rent service accommodation. This particular property is also one of their acquisitions alongside service accommodation. They've done that well over the past few years that they've built a number of properties too, which I have been given the opportunity to basically enjoy. And yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Now, guys, they are looking to really evolve in what they're doing, and we are a company that is all about evolution and forward thinking tactics. So we have designed a model that basically allows those, I mean, these clients are different. They can buy properties if they want, and ultimately that's what they want to do as well, but they've also got their own private equity structure, which is really quite classy. I like it. I like the way to do it. And essentially, it is working with client funds and building things and then setting up things and obviously paying returns, but doing it in a service accommodation way. So they also work with clients that are essentially looking at hands-off opportunities. And not every single client wants property acquisition. They want a cash flowing business. So with our rent-to-rent 2.0 model, essentially what we're doing is we're going to be sourcing a property. We're going to make it C2 compliant, worst case scenario supported living compliant. Now we are a CQC affiliated organisation, and then it will basically be taken over by these group of investors, and at that point the provider that we will put into the property will pay them and they pay the landlord, and they'll be clearing about 2.5k a month. So we're scaling up per property a six-figure business model over 5 years, because the minimum lease period is 5 years. Then you can look to renew it at the end of the 5-year period. Now, and what is great about this from my perspective is that they want to build, well, in fact, everyone that I've spoken to has said to me, well, Rav, once we build the first one, we're not going to stop there. So everyone's rushing to set up a limited company. They want to set up as a business, rightfully so. And then they want to scale up with one. Then they want to scale up with 3 to 4 to 5 over the course of the year. Now, realistically, you're probably looking at about 2 to 3 a year. I would say a couple, because it takes about 3 to 6 months to set this up, depending on if the property comes licensed, or if we need to place a license on the property, which is a C2 license, which goes through a planning application period, which typically takes a bit of time. So realistically, looking at about 2 to 3 a year that you can scale up in, but then over a period of 5 years, you're building a 300, 400k business model gross, then you've got your net returns, right? So it's really good. It's what they want to do. But over the course of like 5 years, 10 years, is what they're talking about. They want to really sort of tap into this. So guys, it's a brilliant business model. I'm really excited by this. I've got a lot of clients that are now reaching out to me saying, look, Rav, how do we jump on board? And what really works about this, guys, and I'm sorry for the podcast, but I've got so much to share. What really works with this is that this is more designed for investors that are struggling to get mortgages and are struggling to really get on the property ladder, but that can be forward thinking and build something that isn't a void period, because service accommodation is saturated now. Chances are it's well, I know it's more difficult than it was before. Right? So right now, people are looking at the next best thing. Well, this is what we do. We evolve, we move forward, we grow, we build. So ultimately, this now gives you the opportunity to jump on service accommodation, rent to rent, but it allows you to have a product that pays you every single month. And it is a cause that helps people rehabilitate and grow. So what more can you ask for? On top of that, I'm going to Bradford on Tuesday to sign up a client who's selling us his business for 110k. Initially it was 150k, but we negotiate, that's what we do, and it's in 6 monthly payments, and it's already cash flowing £12,000 net, giving us £12,000 gross, giving us £8,000 net. We've got to pay £2,000 to the staff and £2,000 to the landlord, and we take the rest as a business and we continue to grow. Win-win-win situation, guys. I am at the top of the world because I am feeling the top of the world, and the business is moving right exactly where it needs to the top. Love you guys. Beautiful. Have a brilliant weekend. You know the drill.